Here's a clip from our podcast, the Club Ambition Podcast, aka Cap.
They gon' love me for my ambition.
Again, we went viral this past week for Drake being a sore loser. My take on Drake being a sore loser with the Kendrick Lamar battle. Bro, hundreds of thousands still going viral, notifications blowing up.
I've got like 10 in the last 2 minutes.
It's insane.
Someone's arguing in the chat about it right now.
I would have, bro, people are arguing with each other. Like, it's insane. But you know why it's gone so viral? Because there's validity to it. There's validity to it because people want to say that there's not, etc. And we can't satisfy everyone, right? 1 week we're Drake stands, we can't get Drake's sack out of our mouth, right? The next week we can't get Kendrick Lamar's sack out of our mouth. It's like whose sack is in our mouth this week?
Where Kanye fans can get his sack out of our mouth.
Yeah, like whose sack are we gonna get in our mouth this week? You know, no Diddy, right? Who's sack, right? Let's pick a sack, right? Well, I will say that Drake again is doing a lot of more actions that tie back to being a sore loser.
Being petty.
Bro, the day after we recorded, Drake went online and deleted all of his posts pertaining to the Kendrick Lamar beef. He deleted all the diss tracks, all the cover arts, everything from his social media.
Wait, is the diss track still on YouTube?
It's still on YouTube. I checked.
Okay.
The music's still up.
Not on his social media.
Nothing on his social media, right? Nothing on his social media, right? And when it came to that, right, he made a post that same night that he did all that. And it was him smoking hookah, per usual. And he said, in the caption, "The only yes men around me is my Rolex dealer." Which is like, okay, I guess it's a flex.
What a fucking
right?
loser, bro.
And then we have last night another post by Drake. And it was him being a soccer dad. Shout out to, to the fathers. I'm a father. Shout out to the soccer dads. And he was dripped up in his soccer dad attire.
People trying to compare it to being similar to how Kendrick was dressed in Mr. Morale's album cover.
He kind of does. He kind of has that vibe. Kendrick would wear this fit.
But the captions what matters the most, but go ahead.
I also didn't know this. That came after Kendrick did that speech. The school he did it at was the same school Drake had on his shirt when he did the post.
Compton City College. Yes,
So
community college.
They're trying to tie it to like Drake responding
because Drake
back
was
to
in
him.
L.A., I believe.
Wow.
I believe it was in L.A.
The soccer game?
I believe it was. But then at the same time, why would it be in L.A.?
His kid goes to school in L.A.?
If the wife lives...
Is this school like a separate league?
It's like an outdoor like league where kids play soccer, and paparazzi caught Drake there
I think
with
the
his
BM
team.
lives in Calabasas.
Yeah, and then Drake over the weekend. Drake was out and about, right? He was over the weekend. He was also at a Houston party where Kodak Black was there. They didn't interact, right? And that day was when he posted this, right? But the outfit in the post was I'm like a private investigator. Listen to my conclusion from this, right? So the outfit in that post
Kid loves this
was
shit.
from the day prior. Right, on Saturday, let's say, right? When he was a soccer dad, he was out and about, Drake with his son, Adonis, shout out to Adonis, a future star. Whatever Adonis is going to do is going to be classic already. We saw his interview, he did the funny interview, he has a charisma, the kid's a star already, shout out to Adonis, right? So Drake's a soccer dad, sideline, the photos, right? Professional-ass photos. I guess Drake brought a photographer with him to his son's soccer game. Hey,
It's probably paparazzi.
it's high as fuck. Quality.
Bro, remember when
better
they
than
did
a paparazzi.
Remember they did it to Kanye when he was at his kid's soccer game? And it looked high res too?
Yeah, they do. But it was nice. It was really nice.
Yo, imagine bringing a photographer though.
Listen, I mean, hey, I'm not really totally mad at it. His son is like in the scene of one of the photos, so it's like it could be for his son taking photos of his son, and he posted himself. But the outfit, he posted the photos of the outfit, right? The soccer game, blah, blah, blah. But it was actually after him running into Kodak Black. But supposedly they didn't exchange. Remember, there's a Kodak Black and Drake beef issue because Drake told Kodak Black that he was going to do a collaboration album with Kodak Black. But around that time, it didn't happen. What happened? Kodak Black narrated the Kendrick Lamar album. Also, Drake did a collaboration with who? 21 Savage. Kodak Black called him out on Instagram Live. He didn't like that. Right? He called him out in 21 Savage, and then he apologized eventually to 21, but not to Drake. Right? Then they're seen together at the same party over the weekend in Houston. Outdoor party, pool party. I don't know what the fuck Drake's doing there, to be honest. He really wants to like live that juquero lifestyle.
Young nigga lifestyle, yeah.
Like he really thinks he's like an IG baddie. Like, you gotta calm down.
He really thinks he's in his 30s.
He's too legendary to be doing that. Like,
He's in his 30s.
You're not even being booked to be there.
Is he still in his 30s?
Yeah, he's still in his 30s.
Yeah,
he's like 34.
38.
38?
I swear
Stop
to God,
him,
he was
Ronald.
40. Hold on.
38?
Yeah.
36.
How old is Drake?
I think he's 36.
I just looked it up. Hold on. 37.
37.
Damn, we're all wrong, but close.
Close.
37. He
He can still kind of get away with that.
you know what I'm saying? He's around there.
I know some 35-year-olds.
I know you're gonna be doing that 36.
No,
bro.
the fuck I'm not. Yo, respect me, bro. Respect me. Respect me.
He was there with Chubbs. Chubbs by his side. You know what I'm saying? And across the party was
Why is
Kodak
he
Black.
around?
Why is he around?
No, it's Baca, bro. Baca's not around yet. Baca's not around.
Baca not around though.
My bad.
Right?
Charles got the hand-me-down.
And yeah, God damn.
Damn. Fuck.
Marlon got those lyrics in his heart, man.
It is hard, nigga. I
It's
forgot
love.
he said that.
Bro.
But then we have Kodak Black across from him. And then Drake went and posted this after running into Kodak Black, right? The photos of him at the soccer game. But the quote said, "Goats don't worry about one-trick ponies."
Wow.
And then people were like, okay.
That's
Okay,
not
so,
like Kodak though.
So
Kodak's not a
Drake's a
one-trick
goat.
pony.
Who's a one-trick pony?
Kodak isn't a one-trick pony.
I think
But
He has
Kodak
a
Black,
multitude of platinum plaques.
100%. But Kodak
I
Black
think he's
is more of
trying
a one-trick pony than Kendrick Lamar because people think he's subbing Kendrick Lamar. Why would he say that about Kendrick Lamar? What's Kendrick Lamar's one trick? That he can diss Drake and that's why he's hot right now? That's inaccurate.
That doesn't make sense either, yeah, because every album sound different. Yeah, this doesn't make sense.
And he's talking about goats
you want to know why they think he's talking about
Kendrick?
About Kendrick?
because the outfit.
Because okay, so the reason that they think that he's talking about that is because One Trick Pony is a movie about this musician that was a rock star or whatever and hasn't had hits for a few years and is having a marriage that's kind of falling apart.
Are you serious?
Yes.
How do you know this?
I do.
right here.
I do my Googles too.
Shout out to NFR, my boys NFR.
That movie sounded familiar, so I was like, yo, let me look this shit up real quick.
So people did this, and shout out to those are my guys over there at NFR. Paul Simon movie, One Trick Pony.
And the movie didn't do that well, by the way.
I think that this is a
Reach.
It's a big ass reach, bro. This has nothing to do with this fucking movie.
Bro, he ain't going. Why is he going to beef with Kodak?
But Drake does this.
It's just a
Remember
bar,
the
bro.
Whitney line. That Whitney movie was not famous.
Bodyguard?
Yeah, no, bro.
Yes, it was. Because it's Whitney Houston, Noel. It was famous. Trust me. The Bodyguard, that's a classic movie. Even if you haven't seen it, you know because it's Whitney Houston. Trust me.
Big enough to
You
throw
can't
it in the
compare.
line.
Bigger than this shit. What the fuck is? I never heard of this shit in my life. One Trick Pony. What the fuck is this? No one's fucking. Who the fuck is it? You know what I'm saying? God bless Paul Simon. It might be a classic. I'm not gonna lie.
It might be a classic.
It might be a classic.
Nah,
Beyond our time, I'll tell you that much.
Apparently, the movie didn't do that good, but I think
The font is fire.
That's
the
a great
reason I
font.
remember it, I think, is probably most likely because of Mr. Colanino. Mr. Colanino knew
He
all
mentioned
this
this?
shit. I have a feeling he did. bro.
Mr. Colino mentioned
Because
this.
Yeah, 'cause he was the film
I
student, he
remember
was the film
hearing
teacher.
this name somewhere, bro.
We have to bring Mr. Colino
So
in.
I had to look it up.
That nigga don't even work at that school no more.
I heard. Yeah, but I don't think so, man.
Nobody works at that
Shout out
school
to
anymore.
NFR. We
They
have the
all
photos
figure
right
it
here
out.
of Drake too. Look at Drake's photos. I don't think so,
Yeah,
man.
he thinks he's a bad.
Calling Kodak a one-trick pony is hilariously petty.
So people think he's calling Kendrick Lamar a one trick pony. I
I
think it's
I
probably.
think it's
I
better.
think it's Kodak Black.
I think it goes for Kendrick.
It has to be Kodak.
Why is he going to drop the fucking beef with Kendrick and now want to do something with Kodak? The only reason I think he would be able to do that is they're actually cool and he's trying to fucking revive that man's fucking legacy.
Shout out to my OG. I'm gonna try to land. I think it would be down. Elliot Wilson. I want to land an Elliot Wilson interview.
Listen, he gets a certain amount of laughs though.
Yeah, yeah. His laugh is crazy.
Because if not, I'm gonna have to walk out.
Yeah.
And I got love for him.
His laugh is really that
Oh
crazy.
my god, bro.
Wait,
His laugh
that's
is
what he's known for. You
crazy.
didn't know that? No, he's known for his laugh. Like it's like a iconic annoying laugh.
Bro, it's so
Every
annoying,
time he
bro.
says, "I'm gonna try to keep," he says it himself, "I'm gonna try to keep the laughs so minimal," because people clown him for his laugh. But Elliot Wilson, famous journalist, probably the biggest, best hip hop journalist of all time, the GOAT.
Niggas are saying Bodyguard's a classic. You know what? I'll
Yeah, bro. The
I'll
comments,
follow.
the lives, they're calling you out.
I'll fuck
Bodyguard's a
over. Y'all
classic.
all right. Before y'all torch me,
You,
the
you've, heard
comments
of,
on
you,
YouTube.
you've seen Bodyguard, Joel? Oh, you heard of it?
I've never heard of it.
The Bodyguard?
No.
It's Whitney
Does
Houston and
that make sense?
It's playing.
oh my bad. And Whitney Houston and what's the other, the famous white actor?
Let's see right now.
Look it up.
Bodyguard,
Wow.
Whitney Houston. It is.
I think it's her only movie she did. Rest in peace, Whitney Houston. I think it's the only movie that she did.
You talking about Frank Farmer?
I never heard him, so maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he's not that famous. But
Oh no, it's Kevin Costner.
Kevin
sorry.
Costner.
Yeah, I'm supposed-
Yes,
yeah,
Kevin
I'm supposed-
Costner. And Whitney Houston. Check out The Bodyguard, classic movie. But we have Elliot Wilson here talking about Drake, right? Remember, we reported on here why Drake is also sore loser because he unfollowed Elliott Wilson, right? And Toronto OGs told Elliott Wilson, it's not safe to come to Toronto right now, Elliott. But Elliott spilled more beans, and he said what Drake DM'd him. So during the Family Matters song dropping, he reached out to Drake and told him, hey, are you going to drop that? Blah, 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 right? On the Joe Budden podcast, episode 731.
He actually, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to give you the puzzle.
Put the speaker when you
He
get the chance.
something that I can't say what he sent me, because if I tell you what he sent me, it reflects what he sent me. Does that make sense? Nigga sent me a rat emoji. Because I think he started to think like Venice, like Kendrick's in Venice, you're in Venice, like he's.
But you so thirsty, you not concerned with investigation. Instead, you in that Venice studio, it's a celebration.
So I had to view it like I'm just really against him. So when he dropped Family Matters, it was just like I was like, yo, you dropping this tonight? He'd be back like, yeah, whatever, LOL, like that.
Hiding visuals a bit for in case for copyright.
I was like, what did you say fuck me for? Like, blah blah. Like, but I didn't like that shit. Don't send me a fucking rat emoji. Okay, I want to say for the record, the Drake Rap Radio podcast 5 years ago, it's the last great rap interview. Fuck anything came after that. So that took a long time to happen because
Joe
he
was
cut
like,
the bag with Apple.
I don't know.
He had to talk to Zane Lowe. He didn't want to talk to Zane Lowe. So we went through all these different cycles of things. I'm just like, yo, it's like, I don't know. I just think a certain relationship, I just feel disappointed by the whole shit. I don't know. It just bothers me. Is it fine for it to bother me?
Yeah, absolutely. It could bother.
That's all.
Because y'all was.
So he thought he had a better relationship than that. And then you go and you look at Elliott Wilson's comment section. Now they're filled with rat emojis. And then also we got the OVO chat community and on Twitter saying that they have their own theory. They say that Elliott Wilson now has a show with DJ Head. DJ Head is from the West Coast. He's friends with TDE. He's one of the main people on Twitter that was tweeting defending Kendrick Lamar during the Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef. So he said that since he has a new show with DJ Head, Drake told Elliott Wilson that Family Matters was dropping that night. Elliott shared that with DJ Head. DJ Head told Kendrick and Twitter, and then Meet the Grams happened. That's their theory, right? Because their whole thing is like, how did Kendrick Lamar know to drop Meet the Grams at midnight 15, 20 minutes after Drake dropped Meet the Family? Right?
Listen, man.
Family Matters, my bad.
I don't think Elliott said anything.
I don't think he did. Someone definitely did.
No,
Or it just happened.
There's definitely a mole.
There's a
There
mole.
has to be a
The
mole.
Weeknd has recognized the mole himself.
There's a mole, but to say that Elliott Wilson was the mole
Is weird.
is weird because Elliott Wilson and Drake have a friendship. He's interviewed him. Why would Elliott go against Drake to do that? To then, like, if he does something of that level, you're screwed for life.
And then you
There's like no
publicize
coming
it?
back for that because Drake and Kendrick can become friends again, and Elliott Wilson still doing this would be the middleman, and no one would fuck with him. Like Drake would not like fuck with him again because it's like you got caught in between. So why would Elliott Wilson try to do some shit like this?
Also, why would I do that and then announce that I was accused of doing that on the biggest hip hop platform in the country?
Exactly, and
That
he's saying
doesn't
like
make sense.
he's like, what Drake called me. If I say what he called me, I become that because he's like, oh, he called me a rat. If I say that he called me a rat, then I'm ratting on myself
It's just,
being a rat, or ratting on him calling me a rat.
Well, at the same time, didn't Kendrick himself say that he already had a few tracks made? He was just waiting for shit.
Yeah, he did say that. He's like, I got five. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more
Plus
ready.
5, yeah.
Right, and remember, Kendrick.
And then
Drake.
it was quote unquote confirmed that he did have X amount of tracks.
Yeah, on the Heart Part 6, Drake said, instead you in that Venice studio, it's a celebration. Kendrick Lamar was in Venice at the time. And Elliott Wilson was in Venice at the time. That's why he's saying that Drake thought that he was a rat, he was snitching, et cetera, et cetera. So I tweeted this with my analyzation, tied everything together, it went viral. And everyone's still saying, well, I see a little bit of both now. I'm seeing, it's kind of like a mixed bag with this. People are saying like he could have been the rat, right? The OVO stands are spamming the rat emoji everywhere. But then we have people also calling out Drake. Like, why would you behave this way? Right? To the point that you're just DMing rat emojis. It's very childish behavior, right? Pertaining to the situation. And at the same time, is there a mole and Drake doesn't know who the fuck the mole is?
or is just not accepting that there could possibly be a mole.
And then Drake.
a mole or a rat?
I know,
A
right?
mole.
I know, right?
And they just
But he's
call
calling him
everything.
a rat.
Is a mole rat a thing?
Yeah, mole. I'm pretty sure
Mole
moles-
rat.
Mole rat, totally.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes,
There you
mole
go.
rats.
Yeah, mole rats are a thing. I'm pretty sure moles are rats.
So I guess maybe Drake just
Are
sent
they
the
the
rat
same
emoji
family?
instead
Yeah,
of
I
a
think
mole
so.
emoji because there's no mole rat emoji. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, this is just mad funny. Because my thing is, bro, it's
You
like,
got mad time to go look up someone and send them a rat emoji.
but you just proved to the world you lied. The Hard Part 6 was Cap. You didn't drop. You didn't drop info. You didn't plant info for Drake. I mean for Kendrick, because that's what he was saying. I gave y'all my release on Family Matters.
This is crazy, bro. And then Elliot, right, still saying this and revealing this. I'm shocked that he took so long to say all this, because it's like, bro, you don't owe Drake nothing. You really don't owe him nothing. Like, he's calling you a rat, etc. That's why Elliot didn't like that. Like, why are you calling me a rat? Like, I would never rat.
Probably because he's older. He wants to respect code.
I guess, but you were saying it again. You're saying it eventually. You just might as well just unleash the whole bag of beans from the beginning a month ago when you said that he unfollowed you and deleted that he unfollowed you.
In the moment when if he had said that when the Hard Part 6 dropped, that L would have been much worse.
Hell yeah.
And I think that's what he was trying to keep Drake away from.
So Elliot knew that Family Matters was dropping that night, right? And remember, DJ Head, I think, tweeted about it as well. Did Elliot tell DJ Head? I really don't think so. I really don't think so. I think that they were just like capping a lot, like a lot of the people from the TDE side to like rile up Drake to like drop, etc., to play those games.
Same way Drake was.
Yeah, but back and forth. And remember, my theory was just that Kendrick had Meet the Grams ready to go because it dropped at midnight. Mm-hmm. He could have had it unlisted on his YouTube channel, ready to go, and then he pressed public at midnight, or he already had it scheduled to drop. It could have easily happened, right? Now, think about it. Without Family Matters dropping, everything that he said is accurate. Like, not accurate, but would make sense towards the diss. Like, he doesn't need to hear that song necessarily first and then drop that song, because that song was a psyche breakdown of Drake's personality, etc. It's not necessarily addressing specifically things he said on Family Matters. And on Family Matters, that was his red button. Because Family Matters, he shot at everyone, not just Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? So
the theme is too much of a coincidence.
You think the theme is too much of a coincidence?
Family Matters,
Meet the Family Matters.
It's way too much.
That's the only asterisk I would say. Because other than that,
because it sounds like that song was fixed, like stuff was added on. Because remember how on Meet the Grams, I'm fully convinced Kendrick sat in the studio and made a 20-minute song, and he fixed it as this beef went on, the same way Drake would. Because Family Matters sounds like it got edited too.
So do you think that Kendrick got Family Matters early? Because Drake did a music video for Family Matters, and he did lyrics for the music video for Family Matters. So that means that Drake had the song, had it recorded, then he had to do a music video.
Yeah, he couldn't have done that.
Then he had to do lyrics. So there's a chance that someone had the song early. Mm-hmm. Someone had to have it early. Whoever the fuck that Drake didn't do that wasn't CapCut. Do you think Drake was on CapCut doing that shit himself, adding lyrics to his music video? That was not happening. It was B-roll footage, yes, but it still had to be edited and compiled together. So there was a chance of a window of opportunity for someone to have the song early. There is a chance, right? Kendrick did say there's leaks, there's rats, blah, blah, blah. He did say that as well, right?
Yeah.
The Weeknd said it. Everyone on the other side is saying that.
We know it came out after the second album dropped, because Rocky's mentioned.
Second diss.
Yeah, because second album, the Metro and Future
album.
Oh,
yes, correct.
Because we know for a fact that
A$AP Rocky
dissed him, and then he responded back. So from that moment to when it dropped,
but then it's a 3-part song.
Existed. Hey, that's my point. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
So he could have recorded the first part, because remember he previewed the first part on Push-Ups at the end of Push-Ups.
Yeah,
he previewed the first part.
That first part was done.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
that first part and the second part were done. Because remember, they're for everyone.
Rocky's not mentioned to the second part.
The third one was the one who we actually like sat down and made towards Kendrick.
Kendrick, yes.
Because the second part is where Rocky's mentioned, and the way the song is structured, it sounds like he like added it in.
Yeah.
Like he made it and then put it right in the middle. Because the way the beat flips and all that shit, it just didn't. I don't know.
I'm disappointed in Drake. I'll say it again and again. This is really. My GOAT has let me down. What the fuck is going on? This is crazy. He was really like underestimated, this guy.
It's such a fall from grace, because I remember when he did this to Meek, and this nigga was on SNL with the back-to-back beat in the background, making jokes about dissing everyone who does him wrong.
I think it's an example of like you can't always be on top.
No,
like,
of course not.
You can for the majority, right? And people were like, what the fuck? Drake's been on top for 10 years.
I want this shit to spark up again.
You want that nigga? He's already dead, bro.
It might happen.
It's already dead.
No,
bro.
no.
I don't think it's dead. No.
They gon' love me for my ambition.
And that was a clip from our podcast, the Club Ambition podcast, Cap. If you're looking to watch the full episode, make sure to go check it out right now. It's available on audio and also on YouTube.